Judy. Back to back at 4 p.m. on WDRB. These the Cowboys against love and Sunday after Easter on Fox.
Louisville saw a record 15 and a half inches of snow on January 17th, 1994.
WDRB Snow Fox is presented by Cash Offer Kentucky and KLM Heating and Cooling.
WDRB.
Good morning. Welcome to WDRB Mornings. Happy Friday.
That's what I'm talking about right there. End of a work week. We made it.
Some good energy for that.
Yes, ma'am. We have some good energy on the radar as well. That rain, my goodness. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let the weather games begin, Hannah. I know you've been charting this data minute by minute. It's ever changing, right? A lot of people, they want to skip 2 or 3 days ahead, and you're like, you know what? Let's just look at what we got going on right now.
Yes, that is absolutely my perspective today. We got to pump the brakes. We got to focus on today. The wind, my main concern. I know everybody wants to hear about the snow. You're going to hear JCPS already reacting to potential winter weather for next week. But folks, we got to zero in on today's threat first. Once we make it through that, we can talk more about snow. Today's threat is wind. We're not seeing the maximum wind yet. We won't until this afternoon. But at the moment, especially in southern Kentucky, we have gusts between 20 and 30 miles an hour. Looking farther north, the wind a little bit quieter. Calm wind, you can see here, up to 10 miles per hour in terms of those wind gusts. But the Weather Service has issued this high wind warning here in the dark brown from noon until 7 because wind gusts could go as high as 60 miles an hour outside of thunderstorms today. And that's possible all across our communities, which is why this includes essentially everyone. Now, this high wind warning should trigger something in your mind. We want you to treat this just like you would a flash flood warning or a thunderstorm warning. This should give you a reason to take some different action. We'll talk about what that action might be, what this should mean for you this afternoon in about 10 minutes. Mike, what do the winds mean for us on the roads this morning?
It means that you need to keep both hands on the wheel at 3 and 9. Right? Or 10 and 2 as I learned, but I think they're now teaching at 3 and 9. Yeah. The wind, especially if you're in a large, like a van, semi, large truck, it can take you right across a couple of lanes just in a second or two. So just be aware of that getting out. We're having the traffic running a little heavy. Take a look at the Knobs and New Albany area, a little heavy on 64 and 265. The same for the Snyder at 64 and backing up on southbound 71 out near the Gene Snyder. Here's our ride out at the 65 in the Waterson interchange, and just south of the Waterson, we had a crash that was over his right-hand shoulder. They just now cleared that out of the way, so traffic's starting to move a little bit better for us there on southbound 65. And then out of Fairville, southbound 65, just before we reach Memphis, we have a crash that's blocking the left-hand lane, and you can see the backup here. From the Oxmoor Auto Group Traffic Center, I'm Mike Marshall with WDRB Traffic.
Happening today, Louisville City leaders will hold a news conference today at 12:15 to prepare for the incoming winter weather that Hannah was talking about. Mayor Greenberg, the National Weather Service, and Louisville's Emergency and Public